Hello, ladies and gentlemen. It is your lovely, beloved, most famous host, Andrew Cuomo. No, it's not Andrew Cuomo. I'm sorry. It's Lil Lappy once again. And I just got off of work. I look terrible, but I just got off of work. But I really was thinking about making this video all day. And I want to call it Who You Want to Be Is Not Who You Need to Be. And I'm just gonna warn you, this whole story that I'm about to tell is not going to make any sense whatsoever. But every life lesson that I've put on this YouTube channel is accurate. It's truthful, and it's from the bottom of my heart. But what I want to say first is I'm gonna just go into it. Is I developed calluses on my heart. I got so used to pain and so used to trauma that it didn't bother me anymore. It stopped bothering me. And I call this personality Big Lap. Like Lil Lappy, but Big Lap, you know? Like I don't feel it. I eat it. And I was at that place for a long while, and it kind of felt good. It kind of felt empowering, and I was happy to be that person, you know? So, story time with Papa Lap. So, a while ago, I met some girl off the internet. She was top 5 prettiest girls I've ever had in my life. And she was one of the coolest too. Like, yeah, and we were talking, we hung out, and everything was cool, and I was just like, wow, this is the coolest girl ever. And I told my friends about her and everybody, and I just thought it was the coolest thing ever. So, one day we were gonna hang out or whatever. I pick her up, we're hanging out, blah blah blah. And everything's chill at first, then she starts going on her phone playing Candy Crush. Then like her Tinder's going off, she's messaging and like FaceTiming these dudes. And I'm just like, what? Like I just want your attention. Like that's how it went down. And so I took her phone or whatever, like as a joke, and she gave me this look like I was the worst person in the universe. And after that, everything just got weird. My entire vibration changed. She changed, her vibration changed, and everything was just off for the rest of the time. And then she got one of her roommates or something to pretend that she needed to go home early or something crazy like that. So, you know, I took her home. She kept asking me what was wrong. She tried to like call me cute to make me feel better. She kept saying everything was good. And I was just like, yo, like, I'm attached to energies thousands of years older than you. You can't tell me that everything is okay when it's not. Like, I obviously know. And so, took her home or whatever. She kept insisting everything was okay. I knew everything wasn't okay. And it bothered me a whole lot. So, as soon as she left, start bumping Lil Peep on the way back. I was just bumping Lil Peep as loud as the car speakers could be, just screaming out the lyrics, because when I listen to Lil Peep, it feels like, I got someone with me who cares and is on the journey with me. And it don't matter how old the songs get or how many times I play them. It's just like, it's a feeling. Like, it just feels like this dude is with me. He's with me for the ride. And, I'm not alone. And so I go home and I get in the bed and I start drinking crazy. And I start punching myself in the face, and I start asking, like, why am I like this? Why am I like this? Why do I mess everything up? I hate myself. Like, I hate myself. And I'm punching myself in the face. Punching myself in the face. And I keep drinking and I'm just yelling at myself. And the Lil Peep is playing in the background. And I go up to the window. And I'm just like thinking about jumping out. I'm thinking about how easy it would be to slit my wrist. And I'm just bothered deeply. And at that moment, I knew there was no more Big Lap. And I wanted to cry. The only thing I could do to keep myself from slitting my wrist or jumping out of that window was push-ups and pull-ups. I wanted to do push-ups and pull-ups just to get those urges out, because when you're numb, when you don't feel anymore, you just think it would be the best time. It would be the best time to just end it all right then and there. And it hurt. And that was the first time something hurt me in a long time. Yeah. So what I wanted to say by saying that is I wanted to be this Big Lap character that the world created, it's not something I was pretending to be or something that I chose to be by, out of fear of being hurt. No, this is who I was. Like, I was this Big Lap character. Like, this guy who couldn't be hurt, who couldn't feel pain. Nothing could bother this guy. I was this Big Lap. That's who I was. And the moment I hit myself in the face and thought about suicide, and I cried the day before that. The moment that happened, I got knocked off and I was back to Lil Lappy. And that bothered me a little bit. But it didn't bother me too much, because I realized that there is good in being this person, even if this isn't who I want to be. We all want to be rich and famous and this and that. I wanted to be strong and fearless and heroic and this and that. But at the end of the day, I needed to be Little Lappy, because this Big Lap guy don't care about music. This Big Lap guy just has the bloodlust, just cares about the business of the game, and now I'm thinking about it. I could be someone's Lil Peep. I may not be as famous, I may not have millions of fans, and I may not be touring the world, but there may be one person in the future who really takes this music seriously. As I've said before, there may be one person who lives by this, who channels my spirit through that rap. There may be someone someday who channels this and wants to hear that, wants to hear what I would have created and what I would have said in the rap, at that time in my life, at this time in my life. There's someone who needs that Lil Lappy, someone who needs to hear that form of expression, and with me, Lil Peep, I feel like, is the only artist who I can listen to say that type of thing, say what I need to hear, and it's the only person I want to hear it from. I don't listen to any of these fake sad rappers the same way. I don't listen to it the same way, and I don't feel it the same way. It don't hit. It doesn't bring energy about it. Doesn't do anything for me, And maybe I can be that person, who helps somebody, and not to sound generic, but really, like, what if someone who's really going through it can only listen to it from me, can only listen to it the way I say it, only respects it from me, only can groove to it with my sound. You know what I mean? With my voice. And so, with that being said, I think being knocked off serves a purpose. And I had to accept that this level of stoicism that I've formed and all of these philosophies that I've incorporated into my everyday life got knocked off. They got knocked off. It's done. Big Lap ain't here no more. It's Lil Lappy. You know, and I know everybody probably thinks it's a joke, but I am who I am, you know. I'm sad. I'm sad. You know, I'm lonely. I'm in pain. I'm confused. Sometimes I get angry. And I chose not to talk to any of my friends or family or anything because I just, you know, felt stupid. But that's a part of the Lil Lappy, you know, and maybe that's just who I need to be at this time, you know. Maybe that's who I need to be for that person who's going to look into this, for that person who's going to be truly invested in this rap that I make. Maybe they want to hear what Lil Lappy, you know, had to say at that moment, how he wanted to put it on the track at that moment, how he wanted to mix the track at that moment, you know. Maybe that's why I got knocked back. Maybe that's why I just went back to being a regular Lil Lappy, feeling that pain, wanting to cry. Maybe, you know. And even if there's no grand scheme of the universe and all these energies and entities and deities and gods and goddesses don't exist, maybe it's just better this way, you know. Maybe there was no grand scheme, but since here I am, I might as well just make it work, get what I can get out of it. But that brings me back to the point. Who you want to be is not who you need to be. You know, sometimes you may be disappointed in who you are and what your life looks like. Because I know I am. But at the end of the day, no matter where you are in life or who you are, you still have a role that you can play in helping the greater good. You know, at that point in your life, you can do it. And that's why I'm not ashamed to say that all hurt me, that all made me feel weird and made me lose my mind or whatever. I'm scared to say it. I know it sounds funny. I know everybody's probably laughing. Like it's funny. I get it. It's funny. It's all funny. It's hilarious. But maybe that's just what needed to happen. You know. So wherever life takes you or whatever everything makes you, just embrace it. Be proud of it. Don't be afraid to play your role. Don't be afraid to really go through it. Because I'm going to be honest with you. You already know what I'm going to do I'ma cry. I'ma probably cry. I'ma probably cry. I'm gonna make some sad music. And then I'm gonna try and forget everything exists. And that's really just what it is, you know? But I'm playing my role, you know? Make that music because one day there may be someone who really feels it for real. Probably just one person. But they might feel it for real. So me playing this role is investing in that person, making it easier for that person, whoever it may be. Maybe even people, you know? I don't know. But just, don't look at who you could be and where everything could be, and don't look at that. Just look at where you are. Embrace it even if it hurts, and make the biggest impact that you possibly can. And that's all I have to say, man. I've been going through it. Everybody's been going through it. It's been a hard time. But I'm just doing the best I can. So, you know, take care of yourself. Look out for that new music and stay alive and keep yourself happy as best as you can. Later.